And Eric, with the help of Kegel and Powerhouse and Vice, we're now about to get into how each piece of equipment is tested and drilled and spec'd so that we can get the results that we seek in the testing process.
Yes, sir. This segment, what we're going to do is we're going to try and focus just on the layout part of the ball testing procedure. We're going to go through 3 different layouts for the 3 different testers and show why we use those layouts and how important it is to use the same layouts month to month, ball to ball.
And just interesting to note and to repeat that through the consistency of your testing program, that it's important to note that each and every test, each and every piece of equipment, each and every bowling ball you work with is treated the same way so that we can trust the results at the end.
Very much so. We incorporate a couple of graphs into the magazine that are running totals pretty much of all the bowling balls that have come out throughout the year. Without any kind of consistency in the bowling ball, that graph would be useless. We use the same graphs, same ball, and just add balls to the graph as the months go on to give us the same consistency month to month, year to year, ball to ball.
Well, let's take a look at each of the 3 layouts or each of the 3 styles of play. And of course, let's begin with the stroker.
Stroker's balls first. Pin down, make sure the ball reads the lane, especially these shiny pearls like this. We want to make sure that we're not going to never see the ball turn over. It's a 4-inch pinned axis with a 3-inch CG'd axis. A lot of drillers, a lot of people have gone to the dual angle methods of laying out bowling balls. We use it in the shop, but for the testing purposes, really to the people reading the magazine for years and years, we kept it standard with just the pin to CG inches to the axis point.
And Eric, looking now at the tweener ball.
Going to the tweener ball, this is the ball we're going to drill the strongest. We're going to max this ball out as strong as we can. We place the pin 3 3/8 of an inch away from his axis point, put that core in the strongest position possible, put the weight hole in it. We're going to raise the diff, we're going to lower the RG, we're going to hit that core and change the numbers a little bit. But what we're doing is we're maxing out that ball. That way when we do our rating systems, tweener's ball on our medium pattern is where all the ratings come from. Back end, length, torque, all those numbers come off of his ball on the medium pattern.
And Eric, a layout that you're very familiar with, it's for the cranker.
Yeah, cranker layout's 4.5 inches from the pin to the axis. It's 4 inches from the CG to the axis. Even though it looks the same as the stroker layout, there's no weight hole in it. We don't need to make that ball any stronger because of my higher rev rate. And also it's all based on axis point. My axis point's a lot closer to the center of my span, so 4.5 inches is pretty close to 4 inches for her.
Eric, as a pro shop owner and operator, there are virtually limitless ways to manipulate a piece of bowling equipment. I just wanted to reiterate and ask the thought process behind each of the 3 layouts as it relates to the consistency of the ball reviews.
Sure thing. We do a 3D graph that you can find every month in the magazine. We need to make sure these balls have the same layout going month to month, that we were able to compare them month to month. If we drill one ball pin down, we drill the next ball pin up, we're going to get 2 different reactions. You can't really compare the 2 balls with different layouts to them. It's not fair to the ball, it's not fair to the manufacturer, it's not fair to the reader. You're not giving them an accurate description of what these balls are capable of doing.
Well, we've seen Jackie bowling out on the lanes, and now we've seen the layouts for the stroker, the tweener, and the cranker. And now, how about an opportunity to watch as we fit Jackie bowling with her very own custom piece of equipment?
A sure thing. We're going to fit her for the stroker layout. She's stroker type player. We have her control ball that we're going to get all her measurements, her axis point all off of. We're going to measure her hand, get her all fit for this new ball so she can go test it out.
Time now to get a bowling piece of equipment on the dainty paw of one Miss Jackie Bowling.
Well, Mike, I'm not sure about that dainty paw comment, but I am excited about my new ball that we're about to drill. Here's my control ball. Tell us about the new ball that I'm about to get.
Well, what we did was we found your axis point off your control ball. We ended up measuring your axis as 4 7/8 over and 1.5 inches up. We're going to use our standard stroker layout, which is 4 by 3 on the new ball. So we've already gone ahead and laid it out. 4-inch pin, 3-inch CG. So what we're going to do now is take a Vice interchangeable thumb, drill it up so you're going to have the same consistent feel going from your control ball to the new test ball. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and fit you for your interchangeable thumb and kind of explain to you the reason we're going to be using it. Vice provided us with these inserts. All we do is we take this, we put it in the outer sleeve, and then we insert it into the Ferrari jig. What that Ferrari jig allows us to do is move the table side to side and allow us to drill for people with ovals like that.
My beautiful oval.
Without having to try and work out ball to ball, having them feel just a little different, a little cone, anything like that. You're going to be able to take that one insert and switch it ball to ball and have the same consistent feel ball to ball. Also, with their new product called the Test Drive It, what they're giving us is 3 different variances of span, all drilled into a slug. It's all the same size slug, so you're able to take whatever size thumb you are, and if any of your friends want to try your ball, even if their hand's not the same size as yours, they're able to take that interchangeable thumb, stick it in your thumb hole, and have a different span going ball to ball.
Wow.
It's a benefit for pro shops that can cut down on the number of balls to drill for demos, or friends that you have that want to try your bowling ball. They're able to do it with this new system.
And I definitely think that people on my team back at home might want to do that.
Great benefit for teammates. Anybody looking for a new ball, not quite ready to pull the trigger on it, are able to go try different balls a lot more than they were able to before.
Right.
All right, Jackie, we just got drilling your interchangeable thumb, your IT from Vice.
Very
Fits nice and well.
Yes,
what we're going to do is we're going to be able to take this thumb, set it right here into your control ball. Later on when we're doing the testing, you're going to be able to take it out of that ball, insert it into the other one, have the same feel ball to ball, same exact thumb hole.
Sweet.
What we're going to do right now is feature some of the other products we use from Vice in our testing every month for all 3 testers. You can see right here, this is Stroker's test ball. Stroker and Tweener both use these same Powerlift oval grips. You can see it's the oval side on both, just like your ball here, Jackie. Don't need the extra help from the lift part that's built into the grip, so we just use the other side for them. They love it, same feel month to month. What I like to do on mine is I use the extractor ovals thumbs from Vice. What we do is we take whichever ball we really like the thumb hole, pour this rubber compound into there, let it set overnight. What we end up with is this little guy here. What we do with this, we set it here in the casting, pour some quick plug in there. 30 minutes to an hour later, we're going to have an actual thumb duplicate of the one we just poured that into.
Wow.
You can see mine's fairly rough there on the
Extremely.
inside. What I do is I mold some white tape into there, give it some texture, give it some grit, give it some roughness. That way that ball doesn't slip off my hand.
And Eric, readers of Bowling This Month magazine for years have come to enjoy the great ball reviews, but it all starts here at the ball testing program, and now we're getting into the meat of the matter, and that's the Digitracs.
It sure is. When you open up that magazine, the first thing you're going to see on the ball reviews, ball talk section is all the lane graphs of all the balls we threw that month. To get those graphs, we're going to use this Digitracs program. We brought Jackie Bowling in, and we're going to have her graph some shots for us.
Take us through the process of setting up and then actually getting the information that appears in the great graphs that we've come to know in the magazine.
Sure thing. First thing we do is we set up our handheld camera. We hook that up to our laptop program that has the Digitracs on there. We have Jackie warm up on the right lanes with what we call a control ball. The ball we're not going to be testing, but a ball to get loose with and kind of find the line. Towards the end of that session, she's going to pick up the ball she's going to be using, throw 1 or 2 shots to get comfortable with it. Then we're going to jump on over to the other lane and record the shots and graph them on the program.
And basically, the process is repeated for each type of player that is featured in the ball review.
It sure is. As soon as Jackie would get done, if we were doing a regular full testing, we would strip and rerun that lane, and the next tester would come on, have them throw their shots, strip and re-oil the lane for the next tester until we get all the graphs done for that particular ball on that pattern.